She rides her bicycle to the park. She watches cartoons on TV. She brushes her hair every night. She sends a gift to her best friend. She practices speaking English every day. She cuts paper to make art. She learns how to use a computer. She smiles when she feels happy. She keeps her books on the shelf. She visits her aunt every holiday. She draws hearts on the wallpaper. She saves her drawings in a folder. She greets her teacher politely. She washes her hands before eating. She sings a song for her parents. She opens her umbrella when it rains. She bakes cookies on Sunday. She dreams about traveling the world. She watches the stars at night. She wakes up early every day. She prepares her school bag before going out. She ties her shoes by herself. She eats bread with jam in the morning. She studies with her best friend after school. She drinks a glass of milk before bed. She visits her grandmother every weekend. She talks kindly to everyone. She helps her brother find his toys. She draws animals with colored pencils. She listens to birds singing in the morning. She cleans the floor with a broom. She smiles when she meets her friends. She washes fruits before eating them. She keeps her room tidy and clean. She writes stories about her family. She practices piano every afternoon. She looks at the sky and counts the clouds. She plays football with her classmates. She helps her mother cook vegetables. She carries her books carefully. She gives her friend a birthday card. She tells her father about her school day. She learns new songs from the internet. She sings while cleaning her room. She helps her teacher in the classroom. She feeds her pet fish every morning. She studies science at night. She writes homework in her notebook. She checks her bag before going to school. She greets her friends with a smile. She visits the zoo with her parents. She takes pictures of animals. She eats lunch with her friends. She shares her snacks with others. She answers questions in class. She raises her hand before speaking. She waits for the bus patiently. She crosses the street carefully. She thanks her friend for helping. She hugs her mother before leaving. She wears her favorite dress on Sunday. She closes her notebook after writing. She helps clean the classroom. She watches her favorite movie at night. She talks to her grandparents on the phone. She tells jokes to make her friends laugh. She visits her neighbor to play games. She learns how to swim at the pool. She feeds the chickens behind her house. She writes a poem about nature. She drinks hot chocolate when it rains. She prays for her family every night. She plays the guitar softly. She decorates her notebook with stickers. She helps her sister with homework. She studies geography and history. She looks for her lost pencil. She answers the phone politely. She opens the door for her guest. She gives water to the flowers. She practices drawing people's faces. She learns to spell new English words. She counts the stars in the sky. She listens to the sound of rain. She packs her things before traveling. She eats ice cream at the park. She saves money in a jar. She rides her scooter in the yard. She reads fairy tales before sleeping. She helps carry groceries from the market. She plays chess with her father. She studies quietly in her room. She laughs with her friends at lunchtime. She plants a small tree near her house. She paints pictures of mountains and rivers. She writes messages to her teacher. She helps decorate the classroom. She tells stories to her little sister. She eats noodles for dinner. She visits the library every Friday. She borrows books from the shelf. She keeps her promise to her friend. She draws flowers with bright colors. She joins the dance class after school. She practices spelling English words. She helps clean the blackboard. She brings snacks for her friends. She washes her shoes on Sunday. She helps feed the rabbits in the garden. She reads her favorite magazine. She writes her name on her notebook cover. She takes care of her baby cousin. She smiles when her teacher praises her. She waves goodbye to her friends. She studies every night before sleeping. She helps her mom fold clothes. She plays hide and seek with her friends. She waters the garden plants every day. She eats apples and bananas for breakfast. She reads poems in her free time. She listens to her favorite singer every day. She eats rice with vegetables for lunch. She visits her uncle in the village. She draws a house with a garden. She practices handwriting neatly. She brings her lunchbox to school. She writes thank you notes to her friends. She sings along with the radio. She buys pencils from the bookstore. She keeps her shoes near the door. She drinks warm tea in the evening. She cleans the window with a cloth. She studies English with her cousin. She opens her book to read a new story. She helps her teacher distribute papers. She folds paper to make an airplane. She decorates the classroom with balloons. She takes care of the school garden. She helps her mother prepare dinner. She plays the guitar for her family. She visits her aunt every month. She remembers to do her homework. She saves old pictures in an album. She listens to stories from her grandmother. She draws a map of her country. She studies hard to get good grades. She talks to her pet parrot. She writes about her dreams in her journal. She gives her seat to an old woman. She shares her umbrella with her friend. She helps clean the kitchen after dinner. She collects shells from the beach. She feeds her dog every afternoon. She washes her face before sleeping. She carries a small bag to school.